There's a version of you that lives in public records, and you've never met it. Not the social media version, the paper one. The one built from permits, deeds, filings, and inspection reports that anyone can pull up for free right now. Most people assume that kind of information is locked away. It isn't. It's hidden in plain sight, which is a very different thing. The reason you've never looked is that nobody ever told you the doors were unlocked. Let me show you the ones I use. Start with property. Almost every county in America runs a parcel database, sometimes called the assessor's office or a GIS portal. Type in an address and you get the owner of record, what they paid, when they bought it, the lot dimensions, and often a scanned deed with a signature on it. That's not leaked data. That's the government publishing it, because property ownership is a public fact by design. Then there are building permits. When someone adds a room, digs a pool, reroutes the plumbing, or knocks out a wall, a permit usually gets filed. Those permits are searchable in a lot of cities. And permits are quietly revealing because they tell you what changed and when. A permit for a new foundation, a permit that was pulled and then abandoned, a structure that exists on the satellite image but appears on no permit at all. Keep going. Business filings through the Secretary of State, who really owns a company, who the registered agent is, the exact date it was formed, court dockets, many of them online, showing who sued whom, professional licenses, environmental inspection reports, FCC tower registrations, dam safety inventories. There's a national bridge inventory that rates the condition of basically every bridge you've ever driven over. Now, a real caution here, because I take this seriously. Public does not mean fair game for everything. These systems exist for accountability and transparency, to check a contractor, to research a home before you buy, to understand your own neighborhood. Using them to fixate on a specific private person is a different thing entirely, and in a lot of places it crosses legal lines. I'm describing what the infrastructure is, not handing anyone a playbook. If you're new here, by the way, this rabbit hole of real research behind the fiction is exactly what the vault in the description is built around. Because here's what fascinates me as a novelist. The interesting story isn't what these records show, it's what they don't. And that gap is where my character Lydia lives. When Lydia is trying to find a place that someone has worked very hard to erase, she doesn't go looking for the thing itself. She looks for the paperwork it would have generated if it were normal. And then she notices the absence. A parcel that pays taxes but has no permits. A structure on the aerial imagery that matches nothing in the building records. A company that owns land through another company that owns nothing else. An address the utility maps route power to that the assessor swears is an empty field. Because you can scrub a name off a document. What's almost impossible is to scrub the shape of the hole where the document should be. Every erasure has edges. Remove one record, and the neighboring records still point at the space it used to fill. The sequence skips a number, the map shows a driveway to nowhere. The tax roll charges someone for improvements that officially don't exist. That's the thing about hiding inside a bureaucracy. It's built to cross-reference itself. To truly disappear from it, you'd have to corrupt every copy in every system at once. And the systems don't trust each other enough to let you. So the record you never think about isn't just a privacy footnote. It's a kind of memory that doesn't forgive. You can lie to a person. It's a lot harder to lie to a filing cabinet that talks to 9 other filing cabinets. And somewhere in that stubborn, boring, endlessly cross-checked paper trail is the one detail somebody forgot to erase. Now let me be crystal clear. Everything I just laid out is fiction. None of it is a prediction, a recommendation, or advice of any kind, about money or anything else. So please don't treat it that way. But in a tech world moving as fast as ours, ideas like these aren't as far off as they sound. And that's exactly what makes them worth thinking about. If any of this got the gears turning, drop a comment below. I read every single one. Subscribe to the channel to hear more stories like this, and look below at the description to find more info about the Peril Files, and join the vault to get insider information.